Hi, I'm Graham from Synchro, and today what we're going to do is share with you a recipe that we've been working on for a while. We call it Synchro salad. So the ingredients are pretty simple. I'm just going to run through them real quick, and then we'll get into the preparation of the salad. So starting first with the base of the salad is kale. Most of you are probably familiar with why kale is so amazing. It is the most nutrient-dense food on the planet. It has a wide spectrum of vitamins and minerals. It's very anti-inflammatory. It's very high in fiber. It's maybe my favorite food on the planet. So here we have dino kale, picked from our garden earlier today, and then we have green kale from the farmer's market. The next ingredient we use is quinoa, which is an ancient grain which has kind of come back into popularity in the last few years because it is really nutrient dense again. It's high in fiber, it's a complete amino acid profile. It's gluten free, which is amazing for most people out there. We also use green lentil sprouts. So when you sprout lentils, they become enzymatically active. They aid in the digestion of themselves and other things. It transforms the profile of vitamins and minerals available to your body. Essentially, you're simply getting a lot more nutrition out of the lentils when they become sprouted. We also use nutritional yeast, which essentially is just a flavoring agent. But in and of itself, it's also really nutritionally valuable. It's a complete amino acid profile. It has a spectrum of B vitamins in it. And then for the dressing, we use Vegenaise, which is a vegan mayonnaise substitute. Uses grapeseed oil as the base. Grapeseed oil is really high in unsaturated fats. We also use tamari, which is a wheat-free soy sauce alternative. It's delicious. I prefer soy sauce, absolutely. And then finally, for the last little bit of flavor, we use ginger. So I've just pre-shredded some ginger. So now on to the preparation of the salad. I tear the kale by hand, so essentially this process, which I do every day of my life, we just kind of tear the kale into little pieces. Fortunately for you guys, for the sake of this video, I've already done that. So there we go, there's a bowl of torn and then washed kale. So from here, this is the kind of trick that I've developed for the preparation of the dressing. Take an empty, clean jar, and then you make the dressing in there and you're able to shake it and then pour it onto the salad, which just makes everything go so much easier. So for the dressing, you want to use equal parts Vegenaise and tamari. So for this size salad, I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of Vegenaise and then 3 tablespoons of tamari. And to forgive my lack of actual measuring devices, I've probably done this no less than 500 times in my life, so I'm pretty familiar with what 3 tablespoons of each of these looks like. So now we have the Vegenaise and tamari in the jar, and I will add to this the shredded ginger. This probably is difficult because it's shredded, but if you were to put this in a tablespoon, I bet it would probably be like a slightly rounded tablespoon of shredded ginger. And then from there, what really makes this all easy is I add the lentils to this jar. Close it and shake. And at this point, I'm going to pour the rest of the lentils. So that was about a cup of lentils in total, and this is about a half a cup of quinoa. also going in the salad. And I'm going to pour my jar of lentils and dressing onto the salad. And toss it. Usually toss it for maybe about 30 seconds and let the dressing kind of cover all of the kale, let everything really infuse, all the flavors are completely distributed in the salad. And then at this point, I'll add a few tablespoons of nutritional yeast. I love this stuff, so I tend to add a lot, but you can kind of do that to flavor, but maybe start with 2 or 3 tablespoons to start, and then see how that goes and work up from there. So, as with any salad, you know, up to a point, like the more you mix this, the more all the flavors are going to infuse and the better it's going to taste. So I usually let it go for another minute or so. And give it one final garnish of nutritional yeast. And voila, there's the Synchro salad. So this is something that we typically do at the end of the day. So our days, naturally, as you might guess, include a lot of synchrogenesis. So you're really keeping the metabolism high with the synchrogenesis. And then in the evening, you have this really nutrient-dense kale salad, which has a lot of amazing things. Getting the anti-inflammatory properties of the kale is amazing at the end of a long day when inflammation tends to be the highest. And the fiber is also just getting a huge load of dietary, really high-quality fiber at the end of the day is amazing for the GI tract. So there you have it. That's the Synchro salad. One of our very favorite recipes, and we're very happy